Torsio friends, and welcome back to the Torsio channel for more IU, and a very happy Friday to you. It is a happy day because I thought that we had no more performances of Love Poem to watch, which would have been a tragedy since it is the last song on the album that we have been going through. It turns out I missed the most obvious performance. Love Poem performed at Love Poem, the concert. Well done, Tors. But I found it, I've got it, and that is what we're going to be watching today. I'm very excited. This is now wrapping up the beautiful Love Poem album. I adore this song. I have really loved this album. I think I'm going to take a second to do a high-level view of the entire thing once we're done because it's been an emotional ride. And I feel like UNers generally are very attached to this album. I think it means a lot to everybody, and it certainly has meant a lot to me going through this. I find this song very emotional. I will be working very hard to not cry like I did last week, but also no guarantees, because it's me. And I cry a lot. Over on Patreon today, we are going to be watching some IU TV, and it is all the behind the scenes stuff of the Love Poem concert. Fantastic, tying things together. I love it when a plan comes together like that. Also over on Patreon, we have started watching Persona. Yes, so if you would like to join us for that, the link to Patreon is in the description. Come on by anytime. The episodes are always there. You are always welcome. And of course, a huge thank you to all of my wonderful Patreons for supporting the channel. You're not just supporting Patreon, you're supporting this channel as well. I would not be able to keep going without you. Thank you so much. Let's get into the glorious Love Poem. Let's go. Gotcha.
숨죽여 쓴 사랑 시간 낮게 들리는 듯해 너에게로 선명히 날아가 늦지 않게 자리에 닿기를 I will 즐겨 쓴 사랑 시가 내게 들렸으면 해.
Barely held it together. Barely held it together not just because it is a beautiful song, but her performance of it. Yep, there goes my voice. Her performance of it is so gut-wrenching to watch. She pulls every word of that, every note, from somewhere down here, somewhere so deep in the center of her that she has to cripple herself to then wrench it out of her. I have said before, and I've forgotten where, that one of the things that is incredible about IU's performances is that she always means it. She doesn't give away her meaning because of her circumstance of where it is that she's performing or to how many people. That song in particular, even if she didn't have the teardrop under her eye, though that does make it extra devastating, the way in which she breathes in order to sing that song, how she has to move her body in order to pull up all of that emotion, all of that meaning. That is what is so moving to watch. Last week we watched her perform Love Poem on the Golden Disc Awards on Patreon, and the camera circled around her back and you could see her microphone pack attached to her very pretty dress, and for a second there I thought, oh, how annoying, couldn't they have hidden the microphone pack? And then I was actually very pleased to see it there because it was highlighting how she was breathing, and you could see her filling her lungs with this incredible breath all the way through the back, and her microphone pack was really moving and demonstrating so clearly how deeply she was having to breathe in order to get this song and this emotion and this message out. And actually I was quite grateful then that the microphone pack was there and you could see the effort and the skill. I thought musically that was a really great choice in telling that story. She changed it musically for the first verse, that it was fairly staccato. She was cutting off a lot of her notes shorter than she usually would. Doing that is like putting full stops after every sentence. It evokes hesitation, maybe short steps, or stumbling steps, or somebody too weary to talk more, say more, be more. Musically, it's a wonderful contrast to then the chorus, which is meant to be comforting. But what it also is, by being Largo the way that it is it's leading. Because it's constant, one note flowing into another, it's leading you and leading you and leading you. And those stumbling steps from the first verse become momentum as somebody walks with you. I spoke last week as well about the power of that statement, here I am. That lighting design, she said, here I am in darkness, which I wouldn't have necessarily thought to do myself. But then, of course, you know, the band kicks in directly afterwards. So, of course, with the big musical moment, everything comes up. But then what that does as symbolism, we talk about this as being like a long, dark night and trying to raise your head at the end of it, trying to see the light. While you were in the long, dark night, she is saying to you, here I am. It's not here I am now that you're okay. While you're not okay, here I am. While you have your head down and you can't see anything, and it's all dark, here I am. Damn it. And you was going to lose it. And because you're not alone, then the lights come up. Every time that song, god damn it. I think what just is so devastating about that song is the beauty and strength in compassion. Compassion can get a person everywhere. Compassion can save a person from anything. And it is so full and so strong in its compassion. Wish I could hand that song to people like a present, so they could put it in their pocket and keep it with them and hear those words over and over and over again. Here I am. There are very few songs in the whole world as meaningful as that one. IU always gives a good performance, and every version of that we've seen is a great performance, but I'm gonna go right ahead and say that one is the perfect performance. Perfect. Perfect phrasing, perfect staging, perfect lighting, costume, hair, makeup, and just her, IU, and all of that love and all of that power that comes from deep, deep, deep inside of her. She's very generous to share it with us. Well, there endeth the Love Poem album with devastating beauty and not a little bit of glory. Now that we've come to the end of the journey, I mean, if you've been following along this entire time, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the whole album. We've been talking about each song individually as we've been going along, but if you want to share how this album feels for you or what it as a collection means, please do put it in the comments. Of course, you don't have to if it's too personal to you, naturally, that's fine. But if you do have thoughts and feelings that you would like to share, please do. Please put them in the comments. I love hearing all of your connections to this and your stories and how these songs make you feel. We're very much not alone in all of our collective connections to these. Okay, I'm gonna have to go compose myself. Not easy to do. Why did I think I was going to be able to get through that? I got to the end of the song and I was like, well done, Torzy. Lies. I was lying to myself. Thank you so much for joining me for this journey through Love Poem. We're probably going to have some more chats about it soon. I think it's just a deceptively impactful album. And I've really, really enjoyed going through song by song. It's been very, very meaningful. Popping over to Patreon now for something that hopefully won't make me cry. A bit of IUTV. Please do join us over there if you would like to. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me for more IU. I hope that didn't destroy you too much, but it could have. And if it did, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but you're not alone. Thank you again. 감사합니다. 사랑해요. And I will see you soon for more. 안녕.